So I wanted to talk to you about creating healthy habits versus your motivation, and depending on your motivation to help you achieve your goals. So when we create healthy habits, oftentimes, obviously, it takes 21 days to create healthy habits, and it takes some dedication and some determination to implement those healthy habits for 21 days. But what happens is if you are only completely hoping that your motivation is going to get you through to the end goal, you are going to end up falling short. And here is why. Motivation only lasts for a short period of time, because then you hit a roadblock. Things start getting hard. They start getting uneasy. They start getting uncomfortable. You start getting tired or maybe even bored with the journey, and you start losing that motivation. And then pretty soon, those small little unhealthy habits start kicking in here and there. They start kind of sneaking their way in. And so you might not be, the alarm clock goes off and pretty soon you're like, I'm just going to sleep in today instead of waking up early to do my 30 minutes of workout. I'm just going to sleep in. But then that kind of bleeds over and you allow those little unhealthy habits to sneak in. Subconsciously, we all do. And a lot of times people have a hard time then getting back on the bandwagon and finding that determination and that consistency and that motivation. So when you are only depending on motivation to help you achieve your overall goals, you always end up falling short. I work with so many clients that this is the case. And this is where accountability and support are huge in the process of achieving your goals, because while you're on that journey of that 21 days at a minimum to create those healthy habits, you hit roadblocks, you hit trials, you hit times that you're struggling, you hit days that you don't feel like showing up. And so when you have that accountability and support or that coach, that is where the game changes, is accountability does matter. So I want to talk to you guys about some tips that are kind of based around creating healthy habits. So unhealthy habits can oftentimes give you like a quick fix, a quick gratification. So for example, if you go out to dinner and you're on a weight loss journey, you want to lose 25 pounds maybe, and you know that you are trying to create healthy habits of eating whole foods, eating better, portion controlling, so then that way you can see the results with your workouts that you're implementing, right? But you go out to dinner and there's pizza on the menu, and like me, pizza is like one of your favorite foods. And it is super simple to just say, you know what? I'm going to have pizza. That's going to be a better choice for me tonight because it sounds good. Even though it's not the better choice for your health and fitness journey, that nice big salad with chicken or fish or whatever it is the better choice for you. But it just doesn't sound as good. And you start thinking to yourself, well, what is one meal, right? Like, what is one meal for pizza? I always tell people to stay the course for 21 days and then give yourself that allowance of those cheat meals, because what happens is in that first 21 days, when you are determined and you're trying to create those habits, if you're allowing those unhealthy habits to sneak in, that's what constantly will happen. And if you really want to see change happen, you really have to be a little more rigid with your routine for that first 21 days and start implementing and creating those healthy habits. So then afterwards, when you start going out to dinner here and there, yeah, it's totally okay to have pizza. I love pizza. I eat pizza, but I also know what feeling healthy feels like, and that's what I fight for every single day. But I also love food. So it's all about a balance, but it really takes that 21 days to create that healthy habit, and remembering that all of those little unhealthy habits that can sneak in, like the pizza instead of the salad within that 21-day stretch, are things that are just a quick fix. It's a quick gratification right then and there for your mindset, because as soon as you eat the pizza, you end up regretting it. You wish you would have chose the salad, because I always say a moment on the lips is a lifetime on the hips. And that's just like a little analogy. When I'm helping people on their weight loss journey, is my whole goal is in that 21 days to really keep them on a tight stretch, to teach them those healthy habits, those healthy ways. and then give them accountability and support of how to implement and add in that lifestyle. How do they go out to dinner? How do they make better food choices? What do those look like? How do they implement those foods that they love most, you know, when they have holidays, when they have birthdays, so on and so forth. So another unhealthy habit would be you're on a routine of your goal is to consistently wake up and implement 30 minutes of just moving your body more, some sort of exercise before you get ready for the day. So you're waking up early, and maybe some point in time in that 21 days, you decide that, you know what, I'm just really tired. I'm just gonna, sleep in. And you hit snooze. And you decide to sleep in, and what happens? You feel guilty. You always wish that you would have woke up, that you would have gotten up, even though in the moment you didn't feel like it. You were tired. You didn't want to wake up. But you guys, you know what? For that example, I don't know very many people that just automatically every single day when their alarm clock goes off early, that they just pop out of bed and come flying out of bed and are like, yeah, I'm ready to go, right? And not every day that happens. We are tired. It's early in the morning, but you're on a goal. You have a goal that you're working towards, and you have to stay on that course for a good solid 21 days. So then that way you can find that consistency and create those healthy habits. Long-term goals can sometimes really be challenging. They can be hard. They take a lot of discipline and a lot of determination. But again, when you can stay disciplined for 21 days, that first 21 days, you are going to create healthy habits, right? Those healthy habits trump motivation any day of the week. So people often ask me, Jessie, how do you wake up early, Monday through Friday, so early, and do your workout? Aren't you ever tired? Don't you ever feel like sleeping in? Absolutely. But you know what? I've implemented this for so long and have created this healthy habit around waking up early and creating these early morning routines, including my exercise, that help me feel so good and help me really set the tone for my day, that I've created a habit. So when people ask me that, it's like, how do you shower every day? Like my question to them, how do you shower every day? You've created a routine around showering, hopefully, around showering, around brushing your teeth, around these things that are a part of your day, that are important to you for good hygiene, right? For me, exercise is part of my health. It's part of my foundation. It's part of my stress relief. It's part of, what makes me happy. And so it's just like taking a shower, brushing my teeth. I'm going to do it every single day. Same thing with my workout, right? But, oftentimes when you're creating these routines, you have slip-ups. You're going to fall down. And the most important part is that you get back up more times than you fall. After that 21 days, you keep going. You're creating a lifestyle. And what happens is you go out to dinner, you eat the pizza, or you eat the things that you enjoy, and you slip up. Maybe you overeat and you just feel sick. You feel bloated. You feel gross. But you know what? Don't feel guilty. You get back up, because we all go through this. It's a new day. Tomorrow's a new day. You start fresh. You start eating good. Start portion controlling, eating more whole foods, exercising, keeping with the course, keeping with those routine and those healthy habits that you're creating. Get back up more times than you fall, okay? Everybody has slip-ups. The only time you're going to fail is if you completely throw in the towel and quit. But guess what? You don't want to quit, because you already know what that feels like. And you are so tired of that voice in your head constantly saying, I want to lose that 25 pounds. I want more energy. I want more time. I want to feel better with my kids and not feel tired all the time, right? That's what you're fighting for, and you have to remember that each and every day. How are you going to feel when you lose that 25 pounds? Because sister, you know it's going to happen when you stay the course and you create these healthy habits and you have that person in your corner for your accountability coach and that support, okay? The other thing is reward yourself along the way with those small goals. So I always like to work with my clients on reverse engineering goals. So when you are working on a goal of, I want to lose 25 pounds, like let's start with the first 10. Celebrate that. Recognize that. Be proud of yourself. Maybe it's like that first 21 days of creating a healthy habit. stick to it. You stick to your habit of working out, waking up early, and adding in 30 minutes of moving your body more for 30 minutes. Go out after 21 days and buy yourself a new workout shirt or a new pair of yoga pants or a new pair of sneakers, right? Like, heck yeah, awesome. Celebrate that stuff. All of those small wins add up to the big goal, to that big success marker. Okay, so make sure that you are celebrating it, and please do not celebrate with food. Treat food as fuel and still enjoy food as you go through your days. Find the things that you enjoy and find balance in implementing those into your lifestyle. So then that way you don't feel deprived. Like, my whole goal, again, when I'm working with my clients, is that they don't feel deprived. They want the pizza, they can have the pizza, but at the same time, they know how pizza feels. So is that the choice that they're going to make, right? Sometimes it's going to be, but oftentimes it becomes less and less of a, I'm going to grab pizza, because they don't want to feel like that. And they know because they've created those healthy habits, the way that makes them feel, and they'd rather feel healthy tomorrow than feel bloated, right? It takes time. It takes a few times of making the wrong choices to realize that, but constantly being in tune with that. So those are kind of my tips. So I want to share with you guys some of the healthy habits that I've picked up and that I have kept. And sometimes I'm not perfect. I'm going to be honest with you, and I will tell you which ones. So the first one, my biggest one, is my morning routine. I wake up early. I drink my pre-workout. I go downstairs. I work out from home. And I can just tune in to all of my workouts online. And that works wonderful for the season of life that I'm in. And it has for the last 8 years. Just being a busy mom and living out on the farm. It takes so much more time to go into the gym. Plus, I don't know when I'm making it into the gym, right? With all the chaos of running around that I'm doing. So my morning routine, pre-workout, workout, and then I kind of spend some time just kind of setting and really thinking about what I need to get done for the day. And then I go upstairs and I do my daily devotional. I spend some time just praying and, like just thinking all the things I'm grateful for, just kind of a reflection. And then personal development. I never did personal development until about 9 years ago, you guys, and it's a mindset changer. It is a complete game changer. I highly recommend it. I use Audible, love it. And so the next thing is, so my second thing was the daily Devo and praying and personal development. So that's part of my morning routine too. Number 3 is I have, this is not specifically my water bottle, but this is the one I'm using right now while I'm on the 21-day cleanse. So it's 24 ounces, and I make sure to drink at least 5 of these a day. Now, for me, it's important to have a straw because then I can suck it down. And I always make sure to tell people, find a water bottle that you love. Number 2, make sure that you find a bottle that you can drink water out efficiently, right? For me, that's with the straw. If I go like this, it's like all down my face and it takes me forever to drink it. So the 4th thing is, and this is the one that I falter sometimes depending on our schedule with the kids' sports. So I strive to not eat within 2 hours of going to bed. That is a big one for me. But sometimes, we're at basketball until 8:30, 9 o'clock, or we're at youth group until 9 o'clock. But on youth group nights, we always eat before youth group. Okay, so that one I'm good with. But basketball kind of throws me off because I don't have quite enough time before to make dinner, but then, I can prep some. It's kind of wonky depending on the day. So it doesn't always happen, but majority of the time, I don't eat within 2 hours of bed. The 5th one is that I switch out my pasta for vegetables. So before that, I switched out my pasta for whole wheat, whole grain pasta. Okay, so from just white refined pasta to whole wheat, whole grain. And then I switched from whole wheat, whole grain to vegetables. So I love the crunch. So if I want to make Alfredo sauce, I have a recipe for a healthy Alfredo sauce that I love, that my family loves. And I put it over like roasted broccoli, or I'll steam some zoodles and put it over zoodles and roast some chicken and put that, and we'll have zoodles like fettuccine Alfredo, chicken fettuccine Alfredo, but it's a healthy version and you get all that fiber. So that's something to implement and super easy. And then the last one is my shake. Every single day for breakfast, I have my shake. It's a guaranteed way for me to start my day. It sets the tone for my day. It helps me not have any cravings. I'm getting in tons of fruits, vegetables, proteins, healthy fats. I love it. I've been consistent with it for 9 years now, and it's a staple. And it's what sets the tone, because the mornings I like to have it simple, so I can get my stuff done, I get the kids ready for school, and then I can get going for work. So those are my tips for creating healthy habits, and why healthy habits versus motivation. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm an open book, and I'm here to answer any questions to be